Well, it's the 15th day of November, and I am super excited to welcome you to Friday's edition of what has now come to be officially known as your shortest 30 minutes of your day. The program is Campaign Uncensored, and I am yours truly, Kweku Temeng. Yeah, we recount all that has been happening on the campaign trail, 7 and hot, with a side of wit, some excitement in there, leaving no stone unturned. Well, here, no politician is above our radar as we deliver without fear or favor. It's the 22nd day in December 7th general election. So yes, we have it all. So what is the agenda tonight? I'll share it with you in a while. We will take you to the camp of the NDC, where their flag bearer John Dramani Mahama is wrapping up his campaign in the Western region today. But he is alleging the MPP has resorted to sharing rectal enema. I beg your pardon? Rectal enema. Bob Strange. And I'm struggling with the name because growing up, we all know it as Bentwa. When they are doing that.
Sikano kakra no mweyi na yade betoye 500 cedis, 1,000 cedis. Ni abema ebimu co-pot. Uti anye ya yamao sebi Bentwa.
You heard it himself, Bentwa being distributed just for your vote. Operation 95% for MPP in Bantama constituency. That is the target of Francis Asenso Boache for this year's elections. Hey, Minister of Roads and Highways.
4 years, Bantama, yenya 85%. And now me Juma, Nana Kufuwa, Dr. Baumi, Abeya, Maya Bantama for, and Kumasi for no. This time, yeah, Tony boom, yeah, say 95%.
I am Kweku Temeng, and Campaign Uncensored begins now. Today from the camp of the NDC, because John Dramani Mahama will wrap up his campaign in the Western North region today, and he's been throwing some last day's punches. You know what I mean? Well, John Dramani Mahama says the MPP is sharing rectal enema Bob Strange. Yes, I told you early on, that is popularly known also as Bentwa, and they are doing that for votes. Let's hear from the horse's own man, GHOne.
No de ni omo ene se omo de sika no to ho na omo de ahwe omo ebusia ene omo nanfofo na se abato obreso a na sa sika no kakra na omo yi na ye de betoye 500 cedis, 1,000 cedis, 500 cedis, 1,000 cedis. Ni abema ebimu co-pot, ebi abema obokti, ebi abema Maggie Cube, ebi nso abema emo. Uti anye ya yamao sebi Bentwa. Eza obi beka se media grow eno anajo meko body ko bisa omo Bentwa nyina aka ho. Ezu na nipa wundidi ya sebi oye dancer a comedy essay oye dancer ezu enti abatu ebe omo de sa ni oman beba na baby asa sika ni fi no ebi da so ho bebre enti emma omo price wo wujina hey uye nipa nyame abode ebo bia ntimi nto enso enioma omode ba no musika no mo de toy enti obi ede usika to ade na de brewa obeden obeje enti bibi om de bebe bia mo de monje
Jempa. So what are they going to use the bentua for? Well, your guess is as good as mine. Anyways, our man on the ground, Abdul Hanan Adam, joins me at this moment via telephone to bring us all the updates on John Dramani Mahama's camp. Anan, thank you very much for your time tonight. Tell us, John Mahama has been wrapping up his tour in the region. Share more details with us, maybe away from the bentua story.
Well, Kweku, the former president climbed his campaign, and he did so at the Seshibekwa constituency, where he addressed a large audience of party supporters. There were a lot of chiefs who were also in attendance in the area. Everybody speaking out about their concerns. One major issue in the Western North region has to do with bad roads, and another has to do with unemployment. And if you look at the area, it is a predominantly mining region and cocoa growing area. So most of the chiefs who have raised these concerns are basically either engaged in mining or are engaged in cocoa farming. But again, the issue of unemployment remains another issue for the people of the area, even though government has intensified efforts against illegal mining activities. While on our way, we saw some abandoned mining sites due to the invasion of these areas by the military in a bid to combat illegal mining activities. So, but one thing that was of concern to the former president has to do with the Kweku Road project, which he claims that the current government has abandoned those projects because in some of these areas, the people do not actually vote for the governing MPP, but rather vote for them. And so that is why when we go to the GHOne constituency, Pamela Minta Kando, who is the MP of the area, actually also raised that particular issue about how some constituencies are starved of development by the current government. But then 9 constituencies, nearly 20 communities, the former president believes that looking at the current situation of the people, one thing is certain, that the people of the Western North region will endorse his candidature come December 7, 2024.
Hanan, later tonight, I know you'd be joining us with some more updates, but if you can recall some of the areas that you've run through, so long as the Western North is concerned, I'll much appreciate it, and our viewers would equally appreciate it. Tell us, since it started, where you've been to and what's been happening.
So on day one of the campaign, we kicked off from Enchi, which is the district capital of the GHOne constituency, and very much so yesterday. You read a couple of stories from there. Then we proceeded to Dadieso, which is also in the Temeng constituency, another cocoa growing area with huge deficits when it comes to infrastructure development. Schools and the trees remain an issue there. I must emphasize. Then we proceeded to another area, which is a mining community. That is the Seshibekwa area, another cocoa growing area. Then we also visited the Awinso area, which is also a cocoa growing area. And we visited Jaboso. We also visited a town near Anwen, that is Asakregwa. That is another area that is hugely a mining community and a cocoa growing area. And so these are a number of communities that we visited. Then there were other communities that shared boundaries between the Western North region and the Ashanti region, and other communities like the Amenfi East and West, that is also in the Western region. Then, of course, we visited the famous Bia East constituency and also visited the Bia West constituency. So all these areas in the Western North region, and I must say that the MPP controls a large number of the area, while the NDC, also controls a minimum area of constituencies in the area. This time around, the plan is that the NDC intends to increase their representation in Parliament. That is why when we visited Temeng, and that is why when we visited Dadieso, and that is why when we visited Seshibekwa, and that is why when we visited Bakwa itself, the former president reiterated that the people of these areas should not be swayed into some incentives that are being given out, but rather choose, development over some of these things. And I must recall that when we got to Abuso, the paramount chief of the area did indicate that he has lived in Canada before and he has seen the 24-hour economy work. And he says that the former president should not really implement that policy if elected in a December 7th in the urban areas, but should rather, sit down and strategize such that people who are in the rural areas also benefit from the policy, thereby reducing the rural-urban migration, reducing the unemployment situation in the rural communities. And so, so these are the areas that will...
All right. Hanan, I can see a big thank you, and we know definitely you will be bringing more. Later on, we'll be updating you on where the former president and also the NDC flag bearer will be heading towards. Well, tonight we want to bring you more so long as politics is concerned, and here I know you people have been saying that the Yellow Army, I'm talking about the Yellow Army, and when I drive at the Yellow Army, you know what I'm talking about. You're talking about they being missing in action. And those of you asking for the whereabouts of the running mate of the movement for change, Kwame Owusu Danso, well, I have some information for you tonight. The man is around, and of course, he has been campaigning. So Kwame tells us one thing the Yellow Army will do when giving the nod. What are they actually targeted?
The Traders Bank. Mm-hmm. Now, the Traders Bank is a bank that will be managed and run by the traders themselves. It's like the Agricultural Development Bank, But this one, we're saying that the Traders Bank is going to be managed by traders themselves, of course, with the support of some retired financial experts and things like that, who will act as a sort of a support system for the traders. So what it does is that if you're a young person and you want to start a business, you want to go into any form of trade, you only apply to the bank. Mm-hmm. The bank will assess your business plan or what you want to do, the model that you want to operate with, and then they will grant you the facility without any interest thereof.
Right, so let's quickly at this moment move to the camp of the Convention People's Party. Yes, you heard me, Kwame Nkrumah's CPP. Yes, that's the Convention People's Party. So who vexed Nana Akosua from Poma Sapon Kuma? According to the presidential candidate of the CPP, since the party was overthrown, many factories have been left to rot. And you can see them if you want to count them. She says they've just simply been left to rot. Hey, this woman, she is trying to say that the succeeding parties have done nothing. You can join us with your thoughts. Really? Have they done nothing? Let's go and listen to her argument, because I have been hearing the MPP shouting, one district, one factory, and it's all around. Have they really done nothing?
Since we are overthrown, has been left to rot. The factory is rotting at Kade. We put the factory at Kade because this stick used for matches is plenty. There's plenty of this in Kade. So matches was placed there. The factory is sitting there abandoned and rotting. The Women Manifesto of the Convention People's Party is coming back to bring industrialization to the people of Ghana, and we are doing it in a way that people can't even believe is happening. We are saying simply, as it has been illustrated here, that the Convention People's Party is going to start with a woman who for years, my beloved grandfather's wives, including my grandmother, who was going to the farm every day using a cutlass. Today, I went to the village and I want to tell you something. They are still using cutlass and hoe to farm. Whenever you see this plantain in the market, I want to tell you that somebody used hoe and cutlass to farm for you. equality, for justice, and for fairness.
The factories in Kede left to rot. Dear Nanado, you started a one district, one factory. We beg you, do the needful. Just show us where you've gotten to. But let me still stay with politics, because still in the camp of the CPP, just imagine being incarcerated for smoking one roll of cannabis. I'm talking about ganja, a bit more friend in Tampe. Yes, I mean weed. One roll per, you are in jail. There's some good news coming in, so all of us should sing Asem Pape Biamate. Oh yeah, hey, I don't do in Tampe anyway. But running mate of the CPP, lawyer Wayo Ghana Manti, says future CPP government will not incarcerate young people for possessing cannabis.
The youth of this country, if CPP gets to power, there will be no incarceration for the possession of cannabis. We will have to bring these youths, those who need rehabilitation, we will equally rehabilitate them. Those who must work for this country, we will put them on the state farms, put them on the construction site, put them on the railway site, and let them work as the manpower the nation needs.
In this year's election, they promise plenty. Everything they inside some. They promise plenty, Charlie. But how we go do them? How we go try ensure say all these things come to pass? Now it's time to check what is going on in the camp of the Almighty, Mr. Digital Man. Yes, you know what I mean. I take my time to mention it because digitalization is trending. It's day 13 of Dr. Bawumia's tour in the Ashanti region, and he has pledged to make electricity cheaper under his administration, and by installing solar farms in every district. I'm talking about the one district, one solar farm. It's a promise. Let me repeat. I said one district, one solar farm. Ose Bauzi.
Kosrono, they say ye kra oil and gas. Every amanone edi ye electricity. Oil and gas no so amanone ho ne bo no wosro. Enti ye de bagana na ye light bill so akoso. My dream home. Pa ena me yemfa coin foforo. Yemfa oil and gas, yemfa chain, and let's go for solar power. Solar power to generate electricity. Solar power no ebe buaye, because currently no oil and gas no the price per kilowatt hour is about 14 cents. Solar power 5 cents and below. And at the very least, if we are coupon the and free. Me person me share solar farms in every district. Na achi area na they generate electricity, and no the light bill no bad form at least by 50% reduction in the cost of electricity. Foreign exchange savings no so ebe also, because here for foreign exchange and koto oil and gas bill.
Mr. Sisi say one district, one solar farm. San Obejo also. Well, after all the stress on the campaign trail, indeed, Bawumia didn't forget to give a shout out to John Dramani Mahama. This love story. Anyways, John Mahama, please, Dr. Bawumia says, I should ask you what you are bringing again after failing as a president.
Begin wa mentiasi. Waba want me anyejuma. Yatu aba EU free ho. MPP aba ejuma yaye. Across every sector, we have created more jobs than you. We have done more agriculture than you. We have done more industry than you. We have built more roads than you. We have built more airports than you. We have built more interchanges than you. We have built more hospitals than you. We have built more schools than you. We have built more public libraries than you. We have built more fish landing sites than you. We have built more sanitation facilities than you. We have built more astroturfs than you. We have built more sports facilities than you. We have done more equipment for the police than you, for the military than you, for the navy than you. Come on.
every part of the economy, every part. We have brought back teacher training allowance. We have brought back nursing training allowance. We have done free technical and vocational education. Nina, ya no better than you. Na also person with you. Dear Ben na odeba. Dear Ben na odeba.
Ochiambi oni masemka ose nana wasumwa ose dear Ben and odeba. Well, let's also ask MP for Bantama, who also doubles as the Minister for Roads and Highways, Francis Asensubuachi, his target in December 7th election. What is he garnering from Bantama?
Last 4 years, Bantama, yenya 85%. And now me Juma, Nana Kufuadini Dr. Baumia Beya Maya Bantama for, and you Kumasi for you. This time, yeah, Tony boom, yenya say 95%. Bantama for, Mudi Amotuma Bama MPP Dada, Yania man for Nkasa, Yania man for Nkasa. Now, Obibio wa constituency Biano, want to my MPP. Na jumedia idea shisu sefa school so sefa road so dia ye bia no ye beto ni nyina so na me ni Dr. Baumia ene mi ankasa ye nyina da say number 1 ye nyina da say number 1 kukudu
Election idiot. GHOne TV, Yebemamo analysis. We'll be compiling all the data here, and definitely we will be sharing with you. Now, when I get to Bantama, I'll be looking out for that 95%. Well, this election, everybody is wild. Charlie, no one wants to be left behind, including the great Bernard Entry Boisiako, popularly known as Chairman Wuntumi. Yes, Chairman Wuntumi, Chairman himself. And he says the party will win this year's election by hook or crook.
You see, Bantama, I cannot hide my English from you. My message is that we are winning election 2024. We are winning election 2024. The winning is in our side. The winning is ours. The victory is in our side. The victory is in our side. We are winning. 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 The victory is in ours. Election 2024. Baumia is winning. You see, Bantama people, let me tell you, on that Saturday, that faithful Saturday, once you are going, don't go there alone. The girls have to call the boys, and the boys have to call the girls. I'm not telling from about one. I go craft phone from the one. Nasamo kwa, Bumfa Bugare, Mumfuma Sichre, Namumfa Musio, Namumfa Mubua Mubatinaso. The Sautua Bebia, Manko, Pabuan Natinaso. I got him say, ye better declare Dr. Alaji Mahmoud Bawumia as a nice president of Ghana.
Viewers of GHOne TV, I cannot hide my English from you. I cannot hide my English from you. This time we are winning. Election hub, we are winning. Hey, Chairman, it is these things that you say, giving the NDC sleepless nights. But come closer, come closer. I want to share something with you. How will you rate President Akufo-Addo's 8 years in government out of 10 if you are giving a marking scheme? Because as Anti-Achim constituents say, they will rate Nana Addo 5 out of 10. And you're going to make Mwamuntie.
You say, but talk as a good microphone. Yamiado me hoye pa o kada romant. What's a constituency ha? Meti heya ne wo mi. Aha na watu abata. Aha na watu abasa beti samle ya. Yo na o support party be. Oh, me die. Party ni die. Eno ani Asante Achim North ha say ya o say yempuntuo ene yen kan kontino. O ohene kwa me Frimpong. Ah na me dey me support no. Na nsa no hene kwa me Frimpong ba na wan na oto abama no. Oh nyamia no nukure ni. Na Kwadwo baaji my was ne die. Na me to my MPP. Pa. Na kwadwo baaji my free so pe ana me sesa me ho. Esan say MP no abaaye no wo moaye. Enti no Alhaji Sule ba mele usunu ba nyina no. Na NDC achi na medie. Ba honorable ba ya so ne die me sesa me ho me to my aba my MPP bio.
In this last year, 4 years, also my NDC.
Between my NDC, pa.
And no, this year so presidential. Why not between mano?
I know dear woman to them, but parliamentary need year or here come a friend for no one echo. I see a honum na.
Okay, Mate na. Ose wo utimu dear, but dear Nebema wa decided say mebo tiama way. Then I wash it.
Oh, put you any canco. Any dachi. Say me jina hai. Me you. And me to aba me dream. Me you for name kwalana eba wachileno. And no nema me dream home. And no me to aba me to.
Well, we always touch base with the constituents and we'll bring you all the updates. My colleague Sawami here, they're bringing you up to speed from the constituency. Well, before we go, let's ask the Minister for Trades and Industry and MP for Adansi Asokwa, Honorable GHOne, to explain what a 24-hour economy, what it means. Meaning, so a trade minister or TSA. Let's find out. GHOne, Chetremu.
24-hour economy, what did you have here? What's the 24-hour economy? I said, so we are footballer. Oh, Baba, the pa, Bobby area, Bobby Yumre, Bobby Anago, Bobby Ahmate. Ghana for your hand, you. Yakopo, and Chayadio. Wahu, Yakopo by Yesu Christo, Wahu, the Mamma Dino. Moshe Ye, Papa, Yamin, Chaya, a large doctor, Nani Trimua Sabno, whatever Magana, and then Yako, Wakabi, your Babaka. Adansi Asokwa ni amubeya. Mese Motomano onye president of Kati abakwa cry. No fani kwatre ncheha na bisamra na babogum eguma kaseno yabafa ni afamra.
Ghana for the vote 1 million. Yari apamu yaseko. Uko yago for that intra. Asa abebe yo ugo ya ayi yafa ugo ni kra kufo ya. Wobo my way.
GHOne, GHOne there explaining to you. Oh, I wish I could continue on and on, but just in a while, I will be meeting you on the main bulletin news tonight. But that's all what time would permit us to bring to you tonight on the campaign Uncensored. My name is definitely Kweku Temeng. We will be back at 6:30 p.m. with our major bulletin. Indeed, enjoy the rest of your evening, but don't go far because I'm back shortly with some more updates on news tonight. Mema Madro.